Guys, I am so excited. Well, have you missed me? Do you remember that I promised you a detailed report from the largest crypto conference in San Francisco? I always stick to my promises, so let's go. But wait. Hold the horses for a second. While crypto-Jedis were hunting for insights around the world, the BTC exchange rate went down sharply. The other cryptocurrencies, well, they followed it. Try to imagine this. Just for 3 hours, the crypto market lost $16 billion. Why did this happen? There are many theories. For example, Juniper Research is sure that Bitcoin is totally doomed and there's no point in waiting for a breakthrough. Others believe that the whales have stormed off on the market again. True, a research company, Chainalysis, sided with them. According to Chainalysis, the whales bring stability to the market, not chaos. The situation has become even more confusing because of the BTC rally on Monday morning. Bitcoin literally skyrocketed firstly to $7,200. After half an hour, the price rose to $7,500. However, these numbers were presented only on Bitfinex crypto exchange. According to CoinMarketCap, the BTC rate on average rose to $6,948 and then immediately dropped back. Experts have already blamed Tether stablecoin of BTC growth. Like it was rumored that USDT is a scam and investors started to get rid of assets. This increased the demand for Bitcoin and consequently its cost. The situation though is ambiguous and I'll keep digging. But for now, let's move on to the cherry on the cake, baby. San Francisco Blockchain Week. So I've already told you that a lot of the brightest minds have gathered here. And yes, Buterin was also there. Remember Casper?
Hi?
No, not this Casper, but the ETH Casper network update, in which Ethereum will take the first step towards turning away from miners and switching to the green proof of stake. So there are enough debates on this issue, and a lot of users don't believe in the feasibility of these undertakings. But Buterin holds his ground, and at the conference he explained why. Maestro, you have the floor.
Casper is secure under a certain set of economic models, but it's also secure under the very traditional kind of 2/3 honest majority BFT assumption. So I think our goal should be to have protocols that are secure under as large an array of kind of realistic sets of assumptions as possible. And I mean, I definitely agree that kind of human motivation is complex. Sometimes there's irrationality, sometimes there's more coordination and collusion than you were anticipating, which is, I think, a huge flaw of a lot of the kind of traditional academic mechanism design space. There's also just people that have incentives that you weren't even thinking about. But the reason why mechanism design analysis is useful is because economic incentives are this one component of what drives human behavior that is kind of constant across a very large array of circumstances, right? Like it's like people like having more money than less money, regardless of whether they're in the U.S. or China or North Korea or some ancient tribe that hasn't been contacted. Although in their case, it wouldn't be money; it would be some other kind of resource. If they're corporations, autonomous agents in the future. And so if we want to design systems that are socially scalable and that work kind of across the entire world and that will work across different periods of time without having to kind of have a big constitutional convention redesign the rules every 5 years forever, then relying on mechanism design and incentives as a kind of primary bulwark of security, I think, is still a kind of very smart choice. as long as you're not creating a fragile system that breaks as soon as even one of your assumptions is broken.
Cool. What else is there to say? But it's not clear when Casper will be presented in work mode. Hey, Buterin, it is said that your team works not so much. What do you have to say? Well, Stan, go and interview the eager beaver Buterin. Stan. Now he's gone. It all started so well, and I thought you would get an interview with Buterin. Man, I better not do this, but I have to punish you, bro. From now on, you will be a robot. Maybe in such a way that you will fulfill your duties properly.
So robots don't really surprise people that much anymore, but AI on the blockchain, that sounds really cool. So our friends here at the Kambria project are going to show us what they've been working on. Luis, be honest, how jealous are you right now?
And again, you get out of this. Robots bundled with blockchain. Well, okay. You can be a human being again. Just tell me who creates robots on blockchain.
Let's go talk to our friends at Kambria and see what that's all about. So from our understanding, what you guys are doing are combining just two really advanced sources of technology. We're doing blockchain and robotic innovation. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. This is super exciting. So we're building an open platform for AI robotics. And basically we tokenize it to provide an incentive for developers to contribute. And we'll protect the technology and allow people to commercialize it, to share the upside of technology. So think of it like Android or Linux, right? But we'll build back in a business model into it.
So, I mean, for someone who is very new at this and maybe doesn't have a great understanding, what you are doing is giving someone a platform like Android, possibly,
yes.
And they will be able to use your platform to develop things on it easily. Yeah.
Yes, and so developers, when they contribute code, hardware design, firmware, AI, then library, they would get paid in our tokens. And then big companies, they can set out bounties to acquire the technology that they want. And startups or entrepreneurs, right, can use this technology to commercialize it. Target different verticals, and they have to pay a licensing fee, which will then get distributed between developers and contributors. And so really become an ecosystem that allow us to develop all sort of that technology.
So can I ask you, with the use of blockchain, what is something very particular that you would not be able to do if this wasn't on blockchain?
Yeah, so basically transparency, right? How much we evaluate different technology that contribute into the platform. How much are we, going to distribute the revenue to them? Because one of the biggest challenge for kind of like hackers, talent is they don't want to work for a big company. They don't want to get lost in the system. They don't want to get, their technology being taken advantage of. Right? And so for us, we're all transparent, and we'll make sure that we reward people fairly for their contribution. So,
wow, really cool, huh? I guess this is the future, guys. But there's one thing that will always be in fashion: money. It can change its form, but at the end of the day, it's the only thing that rules the world. The crypto industry is no exception. And you know where huge sums of money are rolling through right now? That's right, on crypto exchanges. At the conference, there were representatives of the largest and most respected trading platforms in the world, Binance and Coinbase. However, they have long ceased to take up trading only, and now they actively invest in various projects. Let's see what Ella Shang, head of Binance Labs, thinks about investing.
Our investment focus is global. So what we care about the founders and the team, and what drives them to do the project, their long-term commitment, and also their capability to achieve what they want to achieve, and also their use cases, which means their go-to-market strategy, which is the way that they can bring their project to be successful. Not necessarily focus on a few jurisdictions, but it's more about the go-to-market strategy.
Meanwhile, Coinbase is growing by leaps and bounds. But what can I say about this? Stan, stop playing with robots and get us some insights, brother.
Coinbase's worth might be over $8 billion soon. That would make it one of the biggest companies in the United States. Can you imagine that? I think we need to go talk to Ruben Brahmanathan and ask him how he thinks about that. Can you tell us about this new feature, who you're really targeting with that?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of customers coming to Coinbase as their entry point into crypto. And so they come to us because they're excited by the technology, by the prospect of crypto, and we want to give them the best way to get in. So we hear a common theme of, I'm interested in crypto, but I don't know where to start. There are too many different assets. So with Coinbase Bundle, we try to solve that problem by giving people a basket, a market cap weighted portfolio of all the cryptos offered by Coinbase.
Yeah, that's it sounds like a great idea because crypto seems like something everyone's heard about in some way, and it seems like it's a market that is so difficult to get into because there's really no easy way in. So bundling something like this, you're going for people that can just go on your website, everything's spelled out for them pretty simply, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we find that once people get into crypto, get some skin in the game, they start to learn more, read more, research, and get a bit of understanding. And then they might go on to more actively manage their crypto portfolio. But this balanced bundle is a really great place to start.
And are you guys expecting to do anything more like that in the future?
Yeah, in the future you see that product becoming broader in terms of its functionality, things like rebalancing, things like you're giving you the tools to manage your own portfolio. And we see that as a critical entry point of the space.
My next question was going to be, Coinbase is reaching about 8 billion right now. Some people have been quoting saying it is too big to fail at this point. Have you? What do you think about something like that when someone refers to your company as too big to fail? Is that a thing currently?
I think Coinbase isn't. That headline was an interesting choice of words. I think Coinbase has had great success because we've relied on our strategy of being the most trusted and the easiest to use. So we're a really go-to point for retail investors in the US, in the EU, and in other places around the world. So we really see ourselves as that entry point. But Coinbase is certainly not trying to replicate some of those business models of traditional finance.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would actually be pretty glad to hear that. And I guess my last question is that crypto exchanges are often accused of pumping volume. Do you think that's a real issue, or do you think that's a bit overblown?
I mean, the thing about Coinbase is that all of the volume on our exchange comes from our customers. We understand them. We obviously comply with AML, KYC, we have market surveillance. So the volume on Coinbase is real volume. And we've just actually announced a new market surveillance program that we're rolling out to make sure that things like wash trading, market manipulation, that we have complete confidence that none of that occur on our exchange.
Sounds like to me that the trust is really important for you guys and building your reputation with that at the forefront. So
exactly right. It's all about trust, both from individual retail customers and from the larger professional traders who want to trade in our exchange.
Thank you very much, Ruben. Thank you for your time.
Interesting. I guess you see that blockchain is captivating all spheres of life. Yes, exactly so. You know what? Even the intimate industry hasn't resisted, and it is increasingly switching to this innovative technology. So Stan found one hot project, SpankChain. Okay, sorry. Well, so Stan has found one hot project, SpankChain, which just helps to transfer this inflammatory business to blockchain.
So we're here with Amin from SpankChain. We're hoping you could tell us a bit about you guys.
Hi, I'm Amin Soleimani, CEO of SpankChain. We are building economic infrastructure to transition the adult industry to cryptocurrency. So we have a cam site, live adult cams, it's at spank.live, where you can tip in crypto. We are building a clip site, and we are building a payment processor called SpankPay that merchants can use to integrate into their sites and easily accept crypto. We also launched the Spank Bank, which is our algorithmic central bank to manage the Booty stablecoin supply. So you stake your Spank in the Spank Bank, and it mints Booty. And Booty is pegged, like, pegging, to $1. and we're getting ready to launch our decentralized exchange, which will be called Come Swap. Come swap with us. We have the best liquidity.
Awesome that you guys do. So it kind of seems like this is something that's a no-brainer in terms of this industry combining with crypto, combining with blockchain, right?
I think so. I think that porn has led the way for a number of technological revolutions, and I don't think that cryptocurrency is going to be any different. I think actually in cryptocurrency, for the adult industry, they have their bank accounts shut down. Visa and MasterCard refuse to process their transactions, so they're left with shady payment processors that charge up to 5 times more than normal payment processors, so like from 3% to 15% just for processing transactions. Like PayPal will freeze their accounts and seize their funds as well. So the killer app for the adult industry is a place to securely be able to store your funds and transact without fear of seizure or censorship, which is exactly what blockchains provide. And so, for us, the logic here is that the people who are the most motivated to move to a new financial system are the ones who are the most ostracized and discriminated against by the existing one. And so I think adoption is going to start with porn.
Adoption of blockchain will start with blue movies. Why haven't I gotten into this earlier? And so guys, have you noticed how many interesting details we've told you? And this is only a small part of what happened there. It's really hard to put it into words. You know what? You just need to experience it by yourself. And don't get discouraged if you didn't get a chance to visit this event. Very soon in Los Angeles, one of the best conferences in 2018, the Crypto Invest Summit, will be held. Its organizers did their best and brought together dozens of speakers from around the world in one place. Even Apple's co-founder Steve Wozniak will be there. Do you want to know how to get there for free? Click on the video. Whew! Guys, you have no idea how exhausted I am after preparing this video for you. But I kept my word and compiled the coolest information for you. And don't even think that I'm stopping anytime soon. No, baby. I just need some help from you. Write in the comments what you'd like to see on the next episode, and I will do my best to fulfill your dreams. And of course, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and comment on this video. Also, do not forget the bell so you can be the first to get the hottest news.